Hi there, it's Steph. Thanks for popping by my channel. Today I wanted to share with you another card I made using the Lawn Fawn stamp set called Let's Bokeh. I moved the video forward a bit and I've stamped the outline circles on a piece of Strathmore Bristol watercolor paper, and I'm going in a circular motion so that it looks like a flower. Once I'm done stamping with Versamark, I use some Ranger embossing powder, super fine white, and I use my heat gun to melt the embossing powder. I did that in stages, so that there was no risk of me accidentally removing a line with my finger or something like that. So I started with the bigger circles, then the medium, then the small, and then the tiny ones, until I was happy that the design was what I wanted. So once I was done with all that, I did use my embossing powder, my embossing putty bag quite a lot as well, to avoid the statics, and that does help quite a lot. So once I was happy with that, I taped my card front onto a board and I started painting, and then I didn't quite like it that much, so I decided to completely change my technique, and I decided to make my whole paper wet and then drop the ink so that it would move around better. And as I was doing that, I realized that it reminded me of something, and it was the 60s, not the 60s, sorry, the 70s tie and dye t-shirts type thing, or skirts or whatever, you know, that thing with the bleach. And I really like that, and I think it goes really well with these very round flowers, so I carried on with that. And for the colors, I used Ranger distressing, sorry, and I used a re-inker. That's why the colors are so deep. I didn't use a pad, but the re-inker. And I used, for the purple, it's Seedless Preserve, I believe, and for the blue, it was Mermaid Lagoon. So I just go around and just add a bit of color into the petals so that there's a little bit more contrast. And once I'm happy with it, I just use my heat gun and it's done. So it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward, and it's very organic, I suppose we could say. So once I was done with that, I stamped my greeting on a piece of vellum, and I cut a little strip of that vellum to put it onto my card. I wanted to have a nice greeting that pops out, but I also wanted to be able to still see the card front because I really like the design. So I was trying to find the best way to place my greeting, and once I did, I attached it with a bit of tape at the back. I then use my Copic marker to create a shade around the greeting so that it looks like it's elevated and it pops a little bit more against the colourful background. I use this Copic colourless blender to clean off places where the purple went onto the white of the greeting, and it works really well. So once I placed my card front onto my blank card, I decided to add a few sequins, and I thought that it would help the vellum stay in place as well because it's only attached at the back of the card, so that was a perfect opportunity for me to disguise the glue really. So I've done that in 3 different places, and I put my sequins, and as I've seen other crafters do that, I've used my stamping block to add a bit of weight until it was dry, and then I was done. So I hope you like this simple yet colorful card. It's another way to use a stamp set, and I hope you like it. Thank you for watching, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks, bye!